Yeah, we gonna do it over.
You trying to catch me.
Nah, cause you ain't even do your, you ain't even, you feel me? Your intro one, you got it, but you ain't. Then, take it from the top.
What it is, what it do? Welcome back to another episode of Joint Conversations. It's your boy D.
And your boy AD and Marley.
And y'all already know what it is, man. We here with another episode because y'all keep us going.
Episode 10, milestone. Yeah.
Run it up.
Our first milestone, you feel me? Episode 10. Y'all been with
hit
us
the
for
joint.
10 episodes. Roll a joint, light a joint, sit back, and enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
The culture respects, understands, and give him his flowers. He still got that stitch on him from when he had to go through all that music.
In my vibe. Every time I roll up, you be with the shit.
That motor
Chill without the other shit. You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back, wanna know my location like a Uber app. Wanna get high with my niggas while we talk paper. Roll it in the guava leaf for the raw paper.
First and foremost, we gotta give thanks to the Most High
There you go.
for giving us the air to breathe, the gift of sight, speech to be able to hear,
Another 24.
and another 24 to get it right. If you made it here, you're all right with me. You understand?
If you made it, hit you blessed.
How you feeling today, dog?
I'm feeling good, man. How you, man? Everything.
I'm good.
How your mental doing? How your health? All that good stuff.
I'm vibing. Damn it.
That's good.
Damn, I had a question for you, dog. I was just thinking it. I was just, damn.
How you forget that fast? We just opened up. He already forgetting questions.
Nah, it was a random question, though.
Oh, it was a random question.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna keep the flow. We gonna keep it flowing until you can think about it, man. But well, so I know we just gonna open it up since I know my How you feeling about school being back for the kids?
Listen,
How you feeling, man? Okay, cause my kids in Gainesville. Did school start back for the kids in Miami, or I don't even fucking know.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. They did my jit missed the first week, but nah, I think it starts next week. If not Monday, next week Wednesday.
Oh,
Oddly enough.
I'm guessing people stay in other areas. I don't know. I don't know shit about Miami schools because my kids in Gainesville schools. But how you feeling about? Well, since I can tell you how I'm feeling as far as nerves and my kids, and then she catching the bus. Well, she was catching the bus, and we're gonna get into that later when I say was. But as far as all of this, COVID and teachers catching the COVID, and they got over 5,000 students in the area of Florida where they've been either positive to COVID or exposed to COVID. You got teachers, you got bus driver shortages.
That's
to where
every day. That's
yeah, it's every day, but now it's more like the kids. Now it's like you over the summer and last year you was homeschooled in the crib. Now it's like it's like putting your kid up in that. You feel me? Up in that bullshit. But when I say, that's the reason why I say was because, as you say, it's the usual and that's every day. My child's mom kept getting, you feel me, certain emails about this person positive or this was exposed at the campus. So it's now it's like that shit over with. You feel
get the
me?
phone
Back
call,
at the
they let
crib.
you know, like, hey, there's been an exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So this class was sent home, and then about two weeks later, or whatever, there's been an exposure.
Right.
This class is sent home for this.
I don't understand. My thing is why even send them back in the first place. On one hand, you talking about the Delta variant, then you talking about kids going back to school. What did you expect? And now you creating this be the issue. Before you fix one problem, you creating a whole nother issue now. So what? Since the kids was low risk for all of this shit, you gonna put them in the middle? You gonna put them in the middle of all of this shit?
No, the reason I feel like if there is a positive leaning side to this, outside of any conspiracy, wild thought type shit,
Right.
uh, it's more of it's taking a psychological toll on certain kids. You feel me?
That too.
Like that cyber world that only everything's online. Like you gotta allow kids to interact with each other as well as interact in I guess in educational situations. Now, if you're capable, then homeschool your child. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Like teach your kid at home and figure, you don't really need the school shit anyway, and really beyond that, we built an empire. I got shit under your name. You already running that shit, but there's still a social norm to going through the school system type shit.
Yeah, like, but right now it's like that's the least. That's the least of
anybody's worries. So you feel me? To some parents, they're looking at it as okay, this is a relief. I could go back to work, or I could go back to what I gotta do sometimes. And then for others, it's like, I'll keep my kid at this crib because we was already on a curriculum. We was already on a program or social like that.
Facts. We already got, in some cases, we already got a year of a certain routine anyway. So it's like, you put my kid in that fire like that.
So it's all gonna be by choice, but
it's just like,
as well as we want to see change, it's like you gotta understand that that change is. That changes for different when you on some. I really homeschool my kid.
Right. You're right about that.
You feel me? Like you really trying to figure out, can I really have my jit set on some discipline? And of course, you would hope to be able to, but if you gotta be at work and your kid is 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old,
worrying about this shit and
7 years old, it's like, you gotta be in school.
You gotta be. You ain't gotta be in school, but it's just. Cause like in this point, it's like
you're still in the learning stage, so I need you to be learning something, at least a fundamental of something. You know what I'm saying?
You're right though, but then you got like our parents not able to be hands on like that, which is why some people not able to adjust their schedules to be on their kids, to set up certain curriculums or all that to keep their eye on their kids. So sometimes schools like, you feel me? I could teach you on the side and give you my little knowledge here and there, but all in all, I need you to be in school getting the basic information or whatever the case may be, the bullshit that they gonna teach you, blase, blase. I get it, but in this case, when you got, you feel me, you got your little ones and you feel me, you sending them, you putting them in this fire. You don't know how, because just like you like I said before, like these kids was low risk throughout all of this, so you don't know really how this shit would turn out when it becomes a handful, when they at high risk, because they was low risk because everybody keeping their kids in the crib.
I hear you on that, but at the same time, everybody's not necessarily keeping their kids in the crib, because people are still taking their kids to the store with them instead of saying, let me go to the store as the adult, let me put on my SWAT suit and make sure no germs come back in this house. They take the whole family, everybody touches shit, and then they take people to the park. People are still going out shopping in stores. People have been doing it even during the crisis. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was the biggest question as to, I understand certain things got to be open. Right. But, you got a lot of shit that just never closed. That shit never bent no rules for nothing. If anything, they just closed early at, like...
Fact. That's all they did was just... That's all a lot of places did was just close at a different time, open at a different time.
But you had a lot of places that was open, and all the small places, y'all shut them down. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like...
I just don't think because like I mean it's not the fact that kids don't need to be
kids are everywhere.
It's not that they don't need to be hang out. It's the peace of mind of you're the one taking them to the park. You're the one doing this. You making sure, okay, go wash your hands, keep your mask on. At the schoolhouse, it's like you don't know what they're around, who like the people that they're around, what they was around. You don't know a lot of this shit. So it's not you're not able to be on your kid every 5 minutes. Oh, you feel me? You was over there, go wash your hands. You don't know what your kid's really doing like that for them to be exposed to this shit, and then you don't know really the fact that kids was low risk. You don't know how they really gonna react when this shit start getting heavy and start actually touching these kids or hitting these kids. So it's like and then it's like on a larger scale away from the kids. Then on a larger scale, as far as college go, like. I don't.
I don't know what to tell you, dog. Some people need the learning environment in order to learn, so that's why the institutions have to be open.
Okay,
now,
but
as far as for the kids, I hear you. It's like, yo, don't guinea pig my kid. But either way, you guinea pigging my kid.
You guinea pig. Yeah, I'm gonna say you guinea pigging everybody because now you're damn. It's like this shit is not that serious to where you gotta force the keep it on Zoom. What was wrong with it being on Zoom last year? What was the issue? Cause it's like it seemed like it's the same shit, the same position that we was in last year. We in right now with a whole different monster for the different the Delta variant shit. It's like a whole different monster, same place we was in last year, but you like fuck it, send them out there. What is it really? I can say what I think it's really about, but I won't say what I know it's really about. It's like damn. It's to the point where it's like the did you hear about the now you got kids taking colleges to court, like far as you feel me, they right like not to take the vaccine in order to be in school.
Yeah.
You
I
feel
do
me?
that shit too.
They taking but it's like but you got certain schools don't. But then it's another thing. Certain schools don't have these mandates in place as far as like you have to have this. But then you got
just like certain parts of the country didn't have mandatory lockdowns neither.
True.
So it's not as high in certain places. You feel me? So if you a state,
It's like,
city, or whatever
they
got
like
a
fuck
real
it, make it
popular
high.
college and shit. Yo, hey, y'all niggas get vaccinated or y'all can't stay on campus. You come for class and then you bang it.
Shit, they don't want you to come at all. What they saying?
Trying not to spread this shit. Like, I don't know. I thought colleges were owned privately and, you know, people could make decisions just as the basketball team said, yo, we not going to play. You feel me? I figured they could say, yo, I'm not worried about that shit. Or, you feel me? I don't know, though. You got Biden paying off tuitions and stuff right there. No, I don't know.
Years ago now, it's like in order for these college kids to maintain their college careers or their college this now, it's like some of them got to sacrifice not only their health, but you feel me, they certain beliefs or they got to go against their whole mindset in order to stay in college, meaning, you feel me, vaccine mandates or, you feel me, health mandates as far as them being able to be on campus and all of that shit. But another thing, something interesting we need to talk about. I don't know if you saw it. The documentary for the Malice in the Palace. Did you watch it yet?
Not yet.
You ain't watch it?
Feel free to tell me about it.
Oh man, shit!
Spoiler alert.
Why? It ain't spoiler alert because it been out for like a week and a half now. It was supposed to. I thought it was supposed to be 2 parts, but only 1 part been out so far. I guess I was the one tripping. But they just talked about, you feel me, how it went down, what happened afterwards, how it affected a lot of people. They got the dude that actually started, cause you know Ron Artest, when he went up there, he actually hit the wrong person.
Yeah.
So you know they actually had the real dude on the documentary speaking about it, and the nigga had no remorse, bro. For throwing the beer and having somebody else get punished for what he did. Nigga had no remorse, and that's what you call the benefits of having the other skin. He said that shit with a smile on his face, like how you feel about somebody else getting hurt because of what you did. Like he's like, all I thought was thank God it wasn't me.
Who said that?
The dude who threw the beer in the first place. It's on Netflix.
I'm on Netflix.
Yeah, they talked about how the NBA and you know how the media do. These athletes are just thugs and they think they're above the law and all this other. Like, lady, there's no point that you should be going up in the stands and.
But you see, it took for athletes like a Chris Bosh, a Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Chris Paul, Westbrook, to stand up and say, yo, these niggas is tripping. Like, when they say something, we saying something back. Don't give me no technical for talking to these niggas. Like, they disrespectful. You not the one playing. You can't trash talk if you ain't playing, fool. Like, watch what you're saying. Watch what you do.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not even gonna say fuck the trash talking and all that.
You talking about some real physical.
We talking
shit
about
like
physical, throwing beer at you and throwing shit at you. That's when it get different.
They expect you to be kosher. And the security handle that shit.
But bro, they was talking
they
was talking about. That's what I was going. We gonna get into that because you actually watched the shit live. I actually turned to the channel when everything was kind of over. I remember going to school the next day and you was like, bro, you ain't see that shit. So matter of fact, before we even get into the what they talked about, how you remember? Because I remember you coming to school like, bruh, somebody hit, what the guy, nigga went in the stand.
Alright, so you watching the game, boom. I don't remember the full exchange of, he was coming down court. He dished it off to them. I don't know all that. You feel me? But I know a hard foul came down. Mm-hmm. A hard foul came down. Them boys got into a tussle with Ben and Rashid and them boys.
Right.
You feel me? So they got into a tussle, whatever, boom, boom. And after everything separated, Ron Artest stepped back. And he like, fuck it. I don't know if he fouled out. I don't know if it was a flagrant or what. But it was a hard foul. You feel me? So he went and he laid down. So now you watching the game like, damn, this nigga hot. And then out of nowhere, you just see a beard hit the nigga. Bah! Like, no. Nigga turned around, he looked. And it was a legit, when you see a nigga... and you see another nigga, and you like, if it's 2-on-1, I gotta catch me the right one.
What?
So I'm gonna get the heavy hitter first, then I'm gonna get the other nigga. But the other nigga was the nigga he needed to hit.
Right.
Because the white boy jumped back like, oh. The day he switched over to the nigga, bah! Then Steve Jackson seen that shit, that nigga ran up there like, oh shit, my dog.
Right.
That's why I came to school telling you this shit. Like,
yeah,
yo,
exactly
that shit look like us, boy. Niggas them fuck around, boy. I don't know where I'm coming from. I'm coming, man. Watch out.
I remember. I ain't see none of that. I just remember turning to the channel there, and that shit was kind of like over with. So the cameras they were just talking about it. But
and then after all that, when them boys, thumping on that, they came down, niggas stumbling and shit like that. This nigga Jermaine O'Neal came with like a Superman punch.
That's the one I caught.
He came with the Superman punch and slid inside to catch somebody. I don't know why.
I didn't see the initial start of it, but I did that's what I did see. Cause I remember seeing that shit live, the Jermaine O'Neal punch, and I remember they said it like they said on the documentary. Luckily he slipped because dude would have been a goner. They said that shit on the documentary too. I said that shit at what, 14, 15? I was like, boy, listen.
Crazy lawsuit.
But
that was good.
But like they said, like, and this is like, cause we all I say this was one of the NBA biggest mistakes, cause it's a well known fact that when it comes to owner and athlete connection and communication in the NBA, they like one of the top. It's like they do a good job at it. Yeah. And all that, looking out for their players and shit.
Yeah. I
say that was one of the ones where they fucked up because they let the media paint them as thugs and this and that. Like, and then when then it's like, but you got.
That was gonna happen regardless, dog. You had the Pacers and the Detroit Pistons, two tough ass teams.
Yeah, but these niggas ain't thugs. These are grown men athletes who was attacked. It ain't about.
I get
even if it was gonna happen, because you're right. But that's the wrong part about it. Is because it's like, damn.
That
was an on-court situation. Nigga was literally attacked. I could press it was to the point where I could press. If it's to the point where I could have, if I would have kept a cool head, I could have pressed charges on this person that threw this beer at me. Why is it can't be to the point where I got mad enough to where I actually hit
That's
him?
not what they want from people. They don't expect human beings to behave so like animals.
But that's a human just like me. You just hold me to a higher level, a higher standard than that other
because
human.
You get paid higher than him. You should know that you're worth more.
That shit don't mean
you are worth more.
That don't mean shit.
You are gold. You're a gold to yourself.
They want you're
a gold. Diamonds to yourself.
You'll go to that logo. It's that logo. It ain't
to
about
yourself as
if it was. But no.
You ain't see the
because if it was about you being
from Wallow. Damn, it was a clip from on $1 Million Worth of Game page. Yeah. And shouts out to them. Amazing vlog. Amazing. Mm-hmm. And Wallow, like, when you got a homie and you put him in position, y'all niggas go out of town and shit like that, y'all handle business or whatever, y'all gone for a while, then y'all come back to the hood. and that same homie that you try to keep out of trouble or whatever, then they get bent on some shit. It's like, yo, I gave you a shot. Why'd you go back to the same shit that, you feel me?
Oh, trying to get you away from type shit.
You feel me? So then it goes to a clip of Soulja Boy when he on stage and he trying to thump with somebody off stage, like he real upset, and he get a homeboy to pull him to the side like, yo, chill. Just perform, nigga. Why? Cause you worth some shit. You ain't got time to be letting nobody bother your emotion, kid. You already got paid to be here. This nigga paid to be here. You got paid to be here. What are you mad about? Nigga said some shit. Okay. He said he was the first nigga with a Lamborghini skateboard. Now you mad.
But that's different.
But I'm saying it's the same thing of, yo.
I understand that. I understand.
Try to calm yourself.
We all understand the standard, bro. But you don't ask me to calm myself because I'm worth more. When a nigga actually literally calls, like, I ain't gonna say he caused some of his, just a cup of beer, but a nigga actually offended me to the level of
right. You was already 38.
And I'm already,
you threw this shit.
Come on, bro. That's a whole
so
different.
Now I'm big mad.
You want
but
me
now
to
it's
be,
like, all right, now I'm gonna buy your house and your mom's house.
That would have been on some other shit. At least that wouldn't have probably got him suspended. But it would have got Ron Artest.
When they find out about it, they would have
got that shit. Got Ron Artest gone for the season. Steven Jackson
gone for the season.
He was going for the majority of the season, and Jermaine O'Neal got the least effect, which he appealed this shit and then got his shit lowered. So it's like if Jermaine O'Neal could get his shit appealed, it's clear that something was it was the like
they gonna say, you feel me? You was just helping out. Heat of the moment. You
so
was
Steven
your dog because you seen somebody coming.
But if that's the case, then so was Steven Jackson. Why they ain't let Steven Jackson?
Nah, because you actually went up there and had your one-on-one with somebody while your dog had a one-on-one with somebody.
But he had a one-on-one to somebody who was coming up to his dog too.
But for as the evidence show, if the evidence do show, when I watch, I would double back and leave a comment to correct myself.
Nah, that shit. When they showed a lot of little angles. They went in a lot of little detail. Like when Ron went up there and he went into it. That's the crazy part. When Ron went up there and hit the wrong dude at that. The dude who actually threw the beer was the one that grabbed Ron. But it was another dude coming up, which is why that's the one who Steven Jackson ran up and hit, because another dude climbing up too. He wasn't coming to hit. And still in that case, somebody else still went after, Steven Jackson went after another dude. In this case, the dude who threw the bitch still ain't get hit.
So Ron Artest didn't get out of that hold and then...
After that, it was just a whole lot. When Ron Artest finally got loose of all of that shit, it was when he went back down and he got into it with the other two dudes on the court. When he went down there, and those other two dudes were speaking in the documentary too, and it's like, these people feel like since they paid, or they pay whatever they pay to be there, they got the right to do whatever the hell they want to do. He like, I pay my money, I'm a fan, I felt disrespected, you disrespected the team, but this got nothing to do with you. You came on the court with it. You came on the court, and they still made it look like they make it. And it's the thing about, and it's the thing I mean about thugs. It's like, thugs. I was literally just attacked twice, and then they was talking about how Ron Artest already had his mental situations. He already had a traveling psychiatrist with him. So you know I'm already, and then so it's like.
But they gonna write you how they want to write you when they know they gotta wash their hands of you, kids. So
yep, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did.
Crazy ass situation. Do I really want to be attached to it like that?
That shit possibly cost Reggie Miller his ring.
Huh?
I said that shit possibly cost Reggie Miller his ring.
He was injured that game.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. It was only 2 cops in that whole situation. Like, it was no cops around. And the cops that did come up tried to throw Reggie Miller back in the crowd. Didn't even know how the hell you don't know who Reggie Miller is. And I don't care where you at. In the NBA arena, how you not know who Reggie Miller is?
Just like a light-skinned nigga that's a fan of Reggie Miller, and he wore the clothes.
But nah, he had on a suit. Yeah, so he was injured that game. He was grabbing. I think they were trying to get Ron Artest to the locker room, and the police trying to grab him and stop him. Like, bro, Reggie Miller looking like, man, you tripping, man. Go stop them, man. Get up off me, bro. So it's like, damn, bro. I just don't like. And the fucked up part, I heard Steven Jackson them talk about it. Supposedly Ron Artest cool with the motherfucker who started it in the first place. So they kind of hot like, nigga, this shit cost us everything. And you cool with that motherfucker. They say the first thing Ron Artest said when they went in the locker room, hey, you think we gonna get in trouble? They the man on there snap so hard at that man, like, bruh. But it's like, damn, how you gonna be
on the documentary?
How you gonna be mad? Not the actual film, but they talk about it. But how you gonna get mad at me, bruh?
It's okay. So
I get it.
Did
I
you
do
see
get
the initial file?
I do get it. Yeah, when he filed them, it was all. I remember. Okay, this how Steven Jackson explained it. So Ben had filed Ron Artest already, like a couple seconds or a couple minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
So as them boys playing and them boys, you feel me, balling out. Like they feel like the game over, but I think either Ron Artest or somebody still scored. So I think that's when Ben filed them or whatever, and then a couple minutes went by. I forgot what dude said it, but Steven Jackson said some nigga told Ron Artest, "Hey, you can get your file now." Like that. So when he tell him that, he say Steven Jackson like, damn, why would you tell him that? So when they went back on defense, Steven Jackson ran down there and guarded Ben Wallace on purpose to keep Ron Artest from him. But somehow when Big Ben got the ball and tried to dunk it, Ron Artest fouled him. That was the hard foul that he had got, and that's when all that shit started. I forgot what dude told him that, but he said, yeah, dude said to Ron Artest like, yeah, you can get your foul now. Like, bro, why would you say that to him? Why would you say that shit, bro? I need you to like.
I'm sorry, I had to. Yo, y'all ever been in a time machine? Just go back to a memory. I feel like I'm in my old girl crib right now, just watching this shit go down like how it went down when I was legit. All right, so when I used to watch these niggas play, right? That nigga Ben Wallace is one of the only niggas prior to motherfucking LeBron and shit. I used to look at a nigga like, yo, I don't think you supposed to be playing basketball, bro.
Well, that big, you supposed to be on the field somewhere. Nigga.
So when this nigga...
That's Deontay Wilder before Deontay Wilder. No bullshit, boy. Damn.
When you bother this man, that's like when Charles Barkley bothered Shaq. It
was different.
The size difference.
It wasn't that right there.
That nigga yaga that nigga.
I think that's why Ron Artest was like nah, like I'm just go ahead and lay down.
Yeah.
So the fans took that as disrespect.
Right.
That right there, him laying down on the analyst table shit, which is why they threw the beer at him. But even still, I don't care. Even like, okay, so like now, do you think, even though they stop it a lot, they haven't. I'm not gonna say they even stopped it. They just stopped it from going that far, right?
Yeah.
When all the fans and shit be, we done seen this shit happen plenty of times with Westbrook. They put the Bender riot with Westbrook. Mama be pouring popcorn and saying all type of shit to this man.
See, but it's like when you're walking through the tunnel, so it's like, yo, the game already over. It's not during the game that they doing this shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If it's during the game, this shit get crazy. But you catch me when shit's over. Now, if I'm on the sidelines, doing a timeout, a penalty, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm. That was before all this shit. That was when Big Ben was throwing shit at him when he was still trying to come at him.
That nigga like a raging motherfucking boy. Look at his face. Look at his face. You lucky we can't put the footage up. Look at his face.
But yeah, dog, that shit was crazy, dog. But
that's like when basketball could be emotional. Now it's just emotional.
Yeah, but what you call it? Say, man, that shit fucked him up, man. Jermaine O'Neal, he said that shit fucked him up, and then that very next year, Ron Artest get traded to the Lakers and gave him a ring. So it was even more like they was hot. They like, bro, how you gonna call on that shit and then run? He was like, he admitted it though. He was like, man, I feel like a coward. Like I left my team. Like I ran there. Like I ain't want to deal with all of that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got away from that shit.
You talking about when he left the Pacers?
Yeah, he left the Pacers that next year. He asked for a trade. Went to the Lakers and they won a ring. That dude right there, that just them two dudes were talking on
Shouts out to this
the
nigga
documentary
in the suit,
too.
That nigga in the suit though. Who's niggas ain't talking about niggas in the suit store hands. They got nigga in the chocolate suit.
Yeah, everybody was out there throwing hands, man. All right, man, come on, man. We watch that shit later, man. You go watch the documentary. You gonna fuck up all the juice when you watching.
If it was meant to entertain,
But that shit on Netflix though. I thought it was. They said, like I said, I thought it was. When it first came on, I think it came on like the 9th or the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it said part 2, but it came on the 17th. But the shit ain't come out yet though. But it's on Netflix if you ain't watch it yet. But speaking of Netflix,
Hey.
what happened?
Oh,
No,
you still?
Yeah, speaking of, hold on, bro. Speaking of Netflix, bro, I do want to mention this shit because this was an important time in culture, bro. Like I don't remember what was like 2-3 years when they. Have you seen when they see us shit on Netflix, or have you been able to get through it?
When they see us,
the shit about the 5 black kids, the shit happened in Central Park.
Yeah,
you had watched it.
Yeah.
So the white lady who got all them boys arrested, who was doing all that fuck shit, they keep them arrested. She wants to sue Netflix and the writer for defamation of character, and the judge actually letting her actually have a case, but it's like you did all of this. It's not like this is public record. You did all of this shit.
I mean, sometimes it's good just to get it all in black and white. So when we go check the paperwork, the judge sided with us and said that you did this shit. Right?
Facts. Because you can't get mad at, bro. You kept some of these kids when you know they ain't had shit to do with that. You took illegal testimonies and all type of shit. Knowing these kids, you took like testimony with kids who under 18 with no adult supervision around them. Kept them locked up, did little dirt shit to present false evidence or whatever the case may be.
And that's what sucks. Like, come on, dog. Like, you really that lazy in your job that you don't want to go find a real person that did some shit that you plant false evidence on a nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
It ain't about being lazy. It's about trying to look. Because it's like a white woman gets raped and just scream out whoever she think did it. And you just go find the first whatever you going to say.
I hear you.
And granted, you feel me? It was the description that the lady gave, and it was who she went after. It was just all fucked up. But like, come on, bro, you went about that shit all wrong. For you to talk about defamation of character, you know what you did to these people for life, and the fact that you trying to go for that when these 5 young men don't want lawsuits and got money for this type of shit, so you finna try to go on your. That's just like with the motherfucker. These cops.
See, but oddly enough, that's like a nigga breaking into your crib and he hurt himself and he sue you for his injuries. Like, bro, you had no business being in my crib, bro. You had to put on water to sit by the front door. Like, what type of irresponsible adult are you?
That shit happened before too.
You
All
feel
that
me?
shit happened.
So, yeah, that's how that situation should set up. Like, yeah, I did it, but take that shit down or pay me.
This lady done won Woman of the Year and all type of shit for magazines and the shit that you done did. This is why they do shit like that. It ain't even about being lazy. This is about for the accolades and when you want to run for higher places in office or this and that. You want to have this type of shit on under your belt, but you going about this shit the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
For you to talk about somebody definitely like what you just these people got this. If people had this shit on their record and granted they got all of this shit exonerated and stuff, but if they had to go out through their life registered as a sex offender for some shit that they ain't really do, what that shit would have did to them for? You talking about defamation of character? You want to sue for that? What would have happened if they would have never been able to beat these charges when they did all their years and had to come out and register as sex offenders? That shit would have fucked them people up. So fuck your character. But you know what it is though? Shit with her, shit that's attached to her name probably was started doing so bad after that you need to try to get you a lawsuit in place real quick. But when you figure out that when this lawsuit don't fall through for you, and that's a double down on the fact that you did some fucked up shit, you just made it worse for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's already fucked up all around the board. Every person that you prosecuted to get locked up won a lawsuit, got exonerated, won millions of dollars from the city on your behalf.
You talking about from that one case or everybody?
For that case. Everybody she prosecuted for that case got bread, got exonerated, all innocent.
That's
And
like,
that's
you
one.
See what how much time you took from
How
me.
much time you took from these people at young ages, 16, 17, all these young people, bro, that you took all 5, 6, 7.
But you see now, since I don't know exactly if it was like people who came together to come and fight the case, or if it was they people's personally, but however it was set up.
I forgot how it went. I ain't got the stomach or the mindset to watch that fucking movie again.
No, I'm talking about like as of recently to try to get the appeal and this, that, and the third, or whenever the appeal happened.
Yeah,
those people who got
yeah.
the bread together for them 5 boys to fight that case, you get me? Like,
Yeah, all that shit
just
in the movie.
another nigga who was prosecuted by this same lady might not have the opportunity because he ain't got the bread.
Because he ain't got the bread. I don't remember how it went either, but it's all in the movie, but I just can't watch that movie again,
That
bro.
shit crazy. That shit
I can't watch that movie again, bro.
That shit get you hot.
That shit, what? That shit right there. That's one of them. That's like Roots. That's like 12 Years a Slave. Like that movie go in that category for me.
You know, odd fact about 12 Years a Slave. The movie that the man that shit's about. That movie's about. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I talk crazy. The man the story is based off of that man, that guy.
Yeah.
Him. When he got back to his family, he disappeared a week later. Nobody.
He disappeared a week later, and nobody know what.
He reunited with his family, and a week later he disappeared.
From his family, not with his family, but from him
He
again.
just disappeared. Nobody ever seen sight of him again.
They ain't say that shit in the movie.
It ain't. Yeah. Try to look up on YouTube like movies that didn't tell the entire story.
Right. Hey, I got a question. Speaking of movies, sorry y'all, we gonna. You know I can find like the Birth of a Nation at? The movie about Nat. You don't know I can. I've been trying to find that movie for the longest, dog. Damn. But
You can download a uTorrent, go to Pirate Bay, get it from there, you can probably shit.
Cause I can't find that shit nowhere, dog.
But I could see if somebody got a movie app. They be saying that they got movie apps. They got all the movies in it and shit like that. So
Just like they talk about that, but I know I don't know if I can't. Well, you know what? I can't say what they said in that movie because I ain't watch it. So never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, though you got movies about people who fall in love and you think that it was all happily ever after, but nobody says how afterwards this person was abused and they suffered for the rest of their lives. Like none of that.
I think it was meant for me. I'm glad you said that. I got a new conspiracy added to the Titanic today when I was at the DMV getting my ID.
What?
Somebody told me that the Titanic didn't sink. That somebody switched out the name of the Titanic and put it on another boat. That boat was affiliated with a certain company, which I'm not gonna say. And the person who switched out the name said it on their deathbed. As far as like, okay, so the boat that y'all think was the Titanic
wasn't
the Titanic. It was a boat that belonged to a certain company, with a certain amount of people who worked for this company was on this boat, going out wherever they was going, and that's the boat that sunk, not the Titanic. And it's like, it's not far from you. Know how many, that's why I said a new conspiracy added, because you know how many fucking conspiracies that they got about the Titanic? It's at least, I know at least like 5.
Shit about there's a book that was written, I think, like 100 years before.
Heard that one.
That Titan.
I heard that it was explosions on that shit that they ain't supposed to break like that. All that shit. All that shit, but that's just something that.
Hey, y'all want to laugh about something? Y'all want to laugh about something? It's not funny.
It's not funny? So, okay, so we're not going to laugh about it.
I don't know what you going to do. I'm telling you it's not funny.
All right. What?
You might laugh. Somebody might have a sense of humor out there and might get it, but OnlyFans gave everybody a 2-month notice. I repeat, OnlyFans put in their 2 months notice.
Clean up on aisle 7. Clean up on aisle 7.
Changes are coming.
For those of you who don't know what we talking about.
Changes are coming. Hey, no, I'm gonna just leave it right there, cause I need them to understand why it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
That's funny. Kicking out eviction notices.
Can I be toxic? A little bit.
It's a safe place. Fuck that.
It's a safe place.
It's a safe place. For now.
I wonder if that bag talk gonna be the same in a little bit.
Bag drop.
I wonder if that bag talk gonna be the same in a little bit.
It's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more scribbles.
Nah.
It's gonna be a lot more scribbles.
No.
A lot of
You
these
know
more.
what an internet gangster is?
They ain't about that shit in real life.
You know what an
That
internet
shit
gangster
get-
is?
That shit get different.
I ain't gonna say all. I can't speak for all. I can't speak for none. God damn it! But it's my opinion, and I'm gonna say what I think. I think it might be the same for some who are comfortable in their crib, comfortable with their
Taking
homegirls,
pictures with the shit, right?
comfortable with their phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between dancing in front of a tripod.
Two-
Like a nigga
2
really
months.
like,
Y'all got
what's
2
up?
months. You heard me?
Things, two of them things.
2 months.
Hey.
Y'all got to October to get y'all shit together.
Hey.
Good luck.
Hey. It's not funny, man.
It's funny to me.
It's not. Hey, bro. I get you. Hey.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I'm letting it be known. This
I'm
is not funny.
I'm sorry. So OnlyFans said they cleaning up their shit in 2 months, y'all. So it's best to get y'all affairs in order and start transitioning y'all business. How y'all gonna transition y'all business? That's all we trying to say.
They took away back page. They opened up
They
OnlyFans.
took away back page, open OnlyFans. Now they taking away OnlyFans. What about the independent business owners, man? Y'all fucking up a lot of shit.
They taking away from the market, bro.
They fucking the market. Y'all fucking the market up.
God damn it. God damn it.
D say y'all fucking the market up. But
They
you
said
found
what
them
happened,
up. But
shit
you,
was
it's a
set
lot of motherfuckers who found their comfort in doing that shit. Who now like, if they finna clean up the product and the content on here, I gotta
They
figure
gonna
out a
find a way
way.
to do it themselves.
I gotta figure out a way to put this shit. So where they gonna? They ain't got nowhere. Where they gonna put it at?
You can
They
sell.
gonna have to bring
You can
that shit
sell
to-
your Apple your little iCloud photo album, bro.
That's different.
That shit been happening. This shit been
But
happening.
niggas ain't doing. Niggas ain't inbox.
They might just go back to Cam Sodas. Product placement. My bad.
Yeah, you
They
right.
might just go back to to the other
To
sites that allow you to
other
do
sites.
it.
But them other sites ain't what.
Those sites,
OnlyFans
that's
was.
you gotta be the nigga that to create your own site and say, hey, y'all can
Over-
rock
over
like
here.
that over here.
Over here. That's just like
Come to
that.
death row.
Come fuck with us.
Niggas talking about they regulating, trying to take things all off the internet.
Cause you don't want, bro.
Take
Cause
all
it's
your
like,
photos.
cause now it's gonna be a lot. When you want niggas that just gonna be, so women gonna keep. So you gonna take OnlyFans out your bio and put like DM for pics, D cash out for pics.
Yeah.
That shit sound wild.
It's weird, yeah. You set up your own private email. You sit there and allow them to send you some bread, and when the money comes, you let it be known, okay, boom, so I sent you the email. Here's everything in it.
The motherfuckers just gonna put OnlyFans in there. OnlyFans gonna really be it really gonna be their side. Like now they gonna be just in their bio, like cash out for pics, DM for pics and videos. Like
But people already got that.
they do. I definitely see it in some bios now that you mention it. But that's crazy. I don't like that.
I've always wondered, like, when I got on somebody's page, why is your Cash App up there? I went up here to find out what's your name, what's your sign, you know, like something that'll give me some conversation starter.
Mm-hmm.
That should say hit the link. The link goes straight to the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.
PayPal.
What are we doing?
Zelle. So now then it's gonna get to a point where it's a setup. It's a setup. I'm telling you. Cause now that you stop the traffic from being funneled to one area, now you're gonna have a bunch of niggas and a bunch of creep ass niggas just asking certain female, even without the ones in their bio, like, yo, what's up? You do that? You feel me? You send pics. What's up? I cash app you for some pics. So now you gonna have creep niggas. Creep niggas just gonna be soliciting pics.
I believe all women across the nation, no matter what size, no matter what color, what race. If you have it, you gonna flaunt it. If you have it, and I'm talking about like you just feel it, not just what somebody else's perspective is of you, but when you feel it.
But there's ways to flaunt
And you
it
got a mirror.
respectfully.
No. I'm saying like even when you doing it that way, you gonna take sexy pictures of every female have that in them to see them when they jump out the shower and walk past a mirror and say damn. And if they got their phone
if
in
the
reach,
self-esteem now.
that's why I said it gotta be in you.
Right. Okay.
But I feel like it's in every woman. At least one time you come across a mirror and you feeling like a sexy bitch. You feeling like a sexy bitch.
I gotta capture this type.
You feel me? Like even if you don't capture, you just admire.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
somebody agrees in you. Somebody agrees in you.
But nah, but that's not what. Of course. But
So
of course.
you feel me?
I don't know, but I just don't. I feel like it's just it make it easy and hard at the same time. Because now it make it easy for you to get blamed for some shit you want no part of, and it make it easy for you to get thrown in some shit that you want no part of. And that's all these days. That's all that matter because social media is the real world to these people. So if they assume it on social media, it is what it is.
You lost.
That's the only place where bruh, your real life don't translate to social media. But your social media life will fuck around and translate to real life if you do the wrong shit or the right shit, depending on which way it play out. All I'm saying is
Knowing
don't flaunt your.
you would have.
Be careful. Like, oh yeah, y'all got the right to flaunt y'all sexy, feel sexy, do what y'all gonna do with it. But you also gotta be careful of what's out there.
Nah, okay, boom. The reason why I brought up that all women, probably take a picture of themselves and shit like that is because I think you made a point saying that, niggas gonna assume that every female is on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, assume that every female got some type of news in their phone. Every female got some type of pictures or whatever. I was saying that I believe
we
that
know they take
every
pictures though.
female,
Niggas gonna assume that females are willing to share it with them at a price.
Right.
Just because like I said.
And I hear you. It's buzzing. It's just like when you walking around now, you still wondering like.
You wondering, but
you look at a chick like she ain't got no OnlyFans. Then boom, you go on her profile. Oh shit. I ain't know she had OnlyFans.
Yeah, but now if you go on her profile and you just see her feeling sexy and you think, yeah, she was on OnlyFans. Let me hit her up in her DM and see if she wanna. And
then business may resume or business is dead.
And now guess what? When he do that shit to the wrong woman, she gonna feel like all niggas do that type of shit. Or if a couple niggas right behind him or before him do that, he might be the straw to break their camel back. Now so all niggas.
So you telling me that nobody gonna if I was a goddamn superhero and I retired, and less than a year after my retirement, niggas still expect me to save the day, but I gotta let them know like, nah, I don't do that no more. That's a problem. Y'all niggas are used to me doing this shit. You follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
I ain't no. In a sense, it's more of.
So if I'm not doing it on this side, I might do it somewhere else.
It's more in the sense of if you have a bunch of motherfuckers. Since you want to use superheroes, you got a bunch of fucking superheroes. They got a clan like some Justice League type shit. Do what they do and then they all retire. But now since you don't know where they at, you just walk around assuming everybody is the superhero. Cause now it's not funneled to one area. So now everybody don't know exactly where to find them at. Now you just walk around trying to rip people's face off like I know it's you.
Scooby-Doo do it all the goddamn time.
Man, stop, bro.
I'm saying.
We not doing that. That's the issue.
So
now you got niggas in the DMs trying to rip off masks. Talking about, yo, I got this for this. They already do that shit, but I'm saying the height of it is going to go higher because now niggas are looking for the ones that was where they knew exactly where they was.
Hey, I need to ask some niggas questions, dog. I know it's none of my business, but I know. Never mind, man. That shit ain't. I need a female here, dog.
And you gotta be careful what's out there. You gotta be careful what's out there, cause it's like once we start talking about something, bruh, it becomes the theme of our episode. And lately, it's been fucking pedophiles and molestation and niggas fucking with underage girls, bro. And I don't want to keep that. I don't want to keep that energy, but I also want to make it known because I'm not finna hide that type of shit.
It's like there's always another one out there, like a DJ Khaled album.
Like we went from last week. Our last episode was government and politicians and shit. Now you going to your public figures and your public leaders and your empowerment people and your public speakers and shit.
Oh man.
The ones who supposed to be so open minded and so woke, who getting all these followers, and that's the same type of shit that we be talking that I be talking about with the other. But
we got a brother.
Here. We got a brother by the name of people don't know who we talking about, bro. Go ahead.
I ain't wow. But we got a brother that's in a very, very, very nasty light right now.
Very nasty light.
He's been accused of some shit that when you hear the details, it's like, homie,
you got some explaining to do.
So that's gonna be hard for you. Feel me? So like it ain't even my position to even stand and say yay or nay. I'm just reporting on the shit because that shit's crazy, bro.
So for the people, who don't know what we talking about, brother Polight.
He's not in a good light. He's in a Polight.
He's definitely in the Polight right now. So for the people who don't know, he was recently arrested and recently bailed out under the charge of, you feel me, molestation and fucking with an underage girl at the age of 14, which was his girlfriend's daughter. So for those of you who don't know, the story goes that I believe that the girlfriend and the daughter was at odds with each other. He offered to smooth things out between the daughter and the mother. But in doing that, he also offered to take this young underage girl to a club. Unsaid club, I won't name the club. Mother says, yeah, do it, whatever the case may be. And the girl agrees to go. So allegedly they get to the club's closed. They leave the club, go to a hotel that was close by to wait for the new location of the party. Mm-hmm. And then as they wait, and I guess the girl got drunk, and she was a little drunk or whatever. So he proceeds at that moment allegedly to, feel on her, grope on her, try to force her head down in certain areas for her to do certain shit. According to the story. So I'm guessing allegedly, the daughter got back home. She was under the influence. She looked a little beat up, a little abused. Her mouth was swollen and shit like that. It was said that he told the mother, not to contact the police because it's gonna fuck up his image, his career.
He told the mother.
Hold on, let me finish. Don't call nobody. You feel me? Because it's gonna fuck up. You feel me? His character and all that other shit. The mother takes her daughter to the hospital, as she should.
Oh my God!
And that's when everything comes out. She take her daughter to the hospital for being, maybe alcohol poison or, just being sick. You looking bad. It comes back, this type of shit going on. Semen spots were found on the clothing or on the. So now it's like, and he bailed out for $90,000. So they say. But now it's like, bro, you supposed to be.
You in a polight.
You in a sticky situation because you supposed to be this public,
brother,
this public figure supposed to have all these followers and all this. But you've been, but like I said, but it's already a known fact that he was a little suspect, he was fraudulent. He been fraudulent. He been putting out books that was copy and paste, wasn't his words. He been doing the fuck shit.
Told you it was a jouet. Told you that it was.
He been with the bullshit. So now, but my thing is back to fuck, but off of him, but on him, this fucking pedophile and raping, molesting. What the fuck?
What is the deal, dog? What it really is, yo?
We gotta ask this shit every week. What's the deal?
Cut the shit, man.
You niggas is sick.
Cut it out. Stop. Get some help. You need it. it's not healthy, though.
That
Just
shit
what the fuck?
That shit ain't, man. And in some situations, you be hesitant to, but in some situations you can't deny the facts. So when facts are missing, it's a difference. But when the facts are there, it's like, damn, bruh, you sick. You need to be put somewhere.
Yeah,
It's to the point where, bro, we didn't even have to. It's almost to the point where we didn't even have to say this shit. I could have just took the audio from last week and just put it in this position. It would have went right with it.
Nah, man.
We
This
just would
nigga
have had to change your name, and that would have been it.
This nigga needed it, dog. Like if you feel me.
Oh yeah, he needed. We just had to put his name in place and put the same audio from last week.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. That right there just goes to show, with all the ones who come out as some type of fraudulent, some type of this, and then you're gonna get a coalition of people screaming out, "He's only human. Give him a chance. He's only human." Like, yo, y'all niggas need to take heed to those people screaming them shits. Stop allowing somebody else to guide your life. Stop. I understand you want to find a mentor. You want to find somebody that motivates you. Cool. But don't get locked behind one entity, one person, and feel like, yo, this person right here is, they, you feel me? Like, I understand get somebody their roses and shit like that, but yo, give glory to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give it to him first, and then he gonna reflect it on you.
I guess that's where it come from with the don't worship nobody else. But
don't worship nobody but
because
him.
then y'all end up worshiping. You look what y'all end up following.
And now you say here conflicted, trying to understand if the lessons were truly the lessons, or were they all,
are all tainted now because they came from this type of person.
You know what I'm saying? And that might you already got misguided that maybe this nigga was sent down here to be some type of lesson with the lessons that he taught, and then you're supposed to take that shit with a grain of salt and keep it pushing. Yeah, you ain't supposed to sit there and turn around and say, "Yeah, I'm Brother Polight 2.0." Type shit. You know
but some people just register that, because for the ones who've been waiting for him to get out the way are the ones who finna step right in his footsteps and do the same shit. Just like you feel me? Just like it's history. Like you had niggas that always gonna be waiting for your spot. So
right.
If you got the people that's waiting for Brother Polight to get out the way so they can step up, you still gotta risk the chance of that same motherfucker being just as sick.
See, but that again, you're not risking nothing because you expect nothing.
Not these motherfuckers.
I expect you to be you. I expect you to show me you, bro. So when you get up there, like for example, when somebody turn around and look at a comedian and really assume the comedian's a comedian all the time, or like for me personally,
like, tell me a joke, that type of shit.
Yeah, like me personally, meeting a bunch of DJs and assuming that the way that these niggas is on the mic is how they is at all times. It is the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I gotta go at you with no assumptions, because if I do, then I'm like, yo, why you not hype? What I gotta be hype for? Yo, you sound hype on the radio. Yo, you sound like you on the radio. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, another brother come out and he trying to play Brother Polight. I mean, nigga, I don't expect nothing of you. I'm not gonna sit there and say you gotta hold a torch to this nigga. None of that. Speak your message. You here to talk. Let us hear what you gotta say. And if it's worthy, then we gonna keep it. If it's not, then we gonna ignore it.
Niggas don't be realizing, like, you right what you saying, but people don't realize that they be talking themselves out of that human realm when they go out in the public and they all positive and they speaking this and they speaking that. You speaking as though people forget to, like, I understand you wanna motivate and do all that, but you gotta incorporate that you're not a perfect person. People gotta see a lot of shit, because when you go to preaching like this and talking all this woke shit, people tend to think that you don't make no mistakes, or they tend to forget that you will make a mistake because you speaking this. You walk around with this godly image.
I'm not gonna say
you walk around with this godly perfect image. People forget that.
I'm gonna say it's on the fault of people. Why? Because you're expecting something. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
It's not an expectation.
It is. It's like
not. It's what you showing me,
bro. It's just like when you looking at a coach and you showing me the tough guy. You running these kids. You making them run drills and shit like that, and they're kind of find out you touching these little boys. That's not the image you showing me.
The door open. It ain't like, oh, you can't make no mistakes, but this is what you doing. This one, this the mistake you chose to make. You ain't drinking and driving. You ain't accidentally, hurt somebody. You ain't hit somebody. You was around here. Well, you did hurt somebody, but you wasn't. It's not no honest mistake. It's not no slip up. You really around here doing some creep shit.
I'm saying I ain't putting nothing past nobody. It's
I
on
feel
the
you.
it's
You-
on the
you
level
damn
of my
sure
nigga. I
shouldn't.
don't know you.
That's how people end
I
up acting
can't-
like this.
I don't know
Because
you
they don't
like
because
that.
they don't expect shit. I mean, because they expect a motherfucker not to do it, so that's how they end up. Because you got some people like, oh, why the mom? It ain't even about the mom.
Like out
But
of nowhere, a celeb come around. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let my kids spend the month with them.
mhm.
The fuck is my kid learning from? No,
True.
you know it's important. It's I'm gonna give them the opportunity, the chance. I don't know this person. I don't know
At
this
all.
adult. I don't know how they operate. I don't know how anybody in the
Facts.
crew
And
operate.
granted, people like, oh, they was around each other for a year, man. A year is not close to long enough to know somebody, let alone just have them around your child like that. But this is not on her. This is more of
I'm not. Yeah, it's not on her. The
it's
nigga's
more of
sick.
a nigga doing
Got
some
a
shit.
problem.
He projecting his other image, so it's like I'm not even thinking about what to expect. I'm just going with what he's showing me. Why you let your kids go with them? You think he gonna any motherfucker like, oh, he won't do that. It ain't like that. It's more of a, yeah, this is what you showing me. This is what my child finna get right here. And then some shit happened. It's like, damn, oh, that's fucked up. I ain't think you was gonna do no shit. Thought you was doing this right here. This is what I put. I put my child in your presence for this right here, not for this right here.
Which is exactly like the football coach analogy. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
When you're a coach. You're like a father figure. Your kids look up to you. You got a bunch of old heads that come back and they respect you. They looking at you like, yo, you help me get to where I need.
You got
niggas that's in the league.
You got
You
recognition
this, that, and the
everywhere.
third.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you talking about you got a history of at least about 4,
4, 5, 6,
you
7,
feel
8,
whatever
9,
the
10.
number is. You got a history of some foul play, and it's like, yo, you the one that teaches how to be the man. You the one that sat there, yo, man, the cheerleaders, they gonna distract all, you feel me, but understand how, vibe with, like, you kind of taught a nigga a little game or some shit, and you ran game on little boys.
On us.
Nobody would have
On the
expected that
boys,
shit.
yeah.
You got a winning team.
You right,
everybody vibing. Nobody expecting that.
Yeah.
You're an officer. Nobody expecting that you really out here raping women using your badge.
Yeah. Yeah. But like you said, expect nothing, so nobody really
You a
it's
nurse.
not to
Nobody expecting that you walking around bagging people in the hospital.
Yeah, but
You got bodies on bodies and you just walking around like.
Right. But I just like, but fuck that, just to end it, because we both, in a sense, we both talking in circles. If you're not expecting nothing, you still not expecting this. So it's in the same sense. We saying the same
expect
shit.
nothing of people. And
Yeah.
not to not expect anything of scenarios and situations. You can always think. You can always just imagine like, yo, how can this play out? If this whole place caught on fire, you can have that thought in your mind and figure out how to get around that.
But
So
we talking about
you can
people
sit
though.
there
We
and
ain't
think
talking about. We talking about people though.
But as far as people is, I'm not gonna put too much trust to you or nothing like that. So I'm gonna try to speak to my people, say what I gotta say, make sure that you lock in all that knowledge and all that everything that I just said to you. All right, cool. Yo, we gonna pray on this real fast. My God gonna guide you. We gonna make sure that you stay safe. And God forbid anything happen, Daddy gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? And now when you go off, yeah, that's on me to where somebody's like, why would you let her go? Now there'll be a category of reasons of the yays and the nays and mind your motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Because the situation happened. But if it's on some, you see red flags. If it's on some, I just assume because, you feel me?
You showed me this type that you just.
At any time, I'm looking. I don't care who you is. I'm looking. You got mine. I'm looking at you like, do you understand that no matter what tie we may have, if something happened to mine,
all that shit dead.
do you understand that?
Including you. But we ain't gonna.
I mean,
but like you
last
said,
episode we said that we not gonna cancel people. So it's one of those. You gonna pray that
this
the proper people get their hands on him before I do.
Nah. Fuck. I'm not a part of the country culture, so we not gonna use. But in the sense of what it represents, yeah, he no more. We don't. Those not no mistakes. You know, people come back from their mistakes. Those not the mistakes I'm willing to let you come back from around mine.
Nah.
You feel me? That shit over for you. Like you already showed that your character already flimsy by you plagiarizing books and putting it out toward the people.
You need help.
And now you doing this shit.
Stop it. Get some help. Listen.
That's gonna be a.
That's.
But man, yeah, man, on more and better shit, away from that creepy shit, man. You need some help, bruh. You feel me? But on to some next shit, man. Godfather of Harlem, man. Have you been watching it? Have you caught up since it came back? It been back for 2 weeks now. You know, it took that long little hiatus.
It's on HBO, man.
No, Epics.
It's on Epics.
Epics.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, dog. So that shit, it's finally back.
I've been working hard, people. I've been working hard. I ain't get a chance to really catch up on some things. But that shit caught me the first season. I think like 2 episodes in, I was sold. I think it's cause like the acting is dope.
They got some actors doing some. They doing
the storyline.
They got some good actors on there, bro. That's
like they showing niggas that can still stay. They can still hold their own. Today, you feel me? Like it's not a bunch of young random niggas. It's
this ain't no low, but they put their time in this casting.
Yeah.
Like, but you can tell with shit like that, they ain't gonna put no. Just you can tell by like the intro song and the theme song, but they was gonna put their effort into that shit. You don't spring for Swiss Beats and Rick Ross if you just gonna have some bullshit show behind this intro. But my thing is, I like what they portraying, but I'm not gonna lie. It's getting around that time, you know. Malcolm X is in this show, and that time coming up, I'm just sitting there anticipating it. I know it hasn't happened, so it's not a spoiler alert. But I could tell you what I expect before the season over.
You think they gonna show it?
Yes. You can't not show that when you put him in anything. It's terrible. It's already, you know, the dude, you know what? I'm not gonna. We'll talk about it off camera, but since you ain't really watch it, I don't want to spoil. It's only been 2 episodes out. Y'all I got to next week before I start talking about episode 1 and 2. But it is good, but it's getting around that time, and since it's shit getting rough, man. Niggas dying, people finding out secrets. You gotta get caught up on it, man. But it is a good show. Just like
I can't get caught up on it.
That dude.
Shit is crazy in real life.
That dude who acting. We said it before, but the dude who acting, playing the Malcolm X role, he doing that shit to the T, boy. He doing that shit to the T, man. They picked the good dude for Malcolm X as well as Bumpy Johnson, you know. Forrest that man. What other shows you been watching? There's a lot of shows out, but you gotta watch some fucking TV, bruh. You gotta get from under this goddamn rock, Patrick Star.
I apologize, but my kids got me on Disney Plus, so we're enjoying the beautiful sounds of Moana and the lovely storyline of Luca.
Goddamn Disney
daily.
They just said
now they recently
it's
got
something coming out on Disney Plus
Inc.
next week. Next month. It's something supposed to be dropping on Disney Plus. I forgot.
Oh no. I'll check it out. I'll see the headlines. I already like the headlines.
I forgot. Damn. I'm gonna my kids was watching that shit. They was watching. I showed them Monsters University, and they was like, they asked me, "Oh, did you watch this before, Daddy?" I was like, "Yeah, I watched this one. I ain't watched this one though. I watched the one that was made for Daddy. This one was made for you." I had to tell her. She said, "So you watched it before?" I said, "No, not this one. The first one. The first one was made when Daddy was little." Like that. She was like, "Oh, okay," but. Of course, they didn't finish watching this shit because they fucking run all over the place.
My daughter watching Shrek. Then watching Shrek 2. She's going through the chronicles like, what else is on this?
What else I've been watching, man?
All right, football back.
Football is back.
I'm sorry if y'all ain't hear the enthusiasm. Hey.
But yeah, man, so football back, man. So about fucking time, man. I don't know. Speaking of football being back, our boy playing tonight. You feel me? Go Pats. They playing as we speak.
Say G.
They playing right now. It's preseason. I don't know who they playing. I forgot who they playing, but they kicking ass too. God damn. It's preseason, but shit.
The
Pats gonna pat.
Why they doing to Philly like that?
So, you feel me? Preseason game, Patriots versus Eagles. Patriots are now in the league 32-zip at the end of the third quarter. You feel me? You feel me? State your lead your favorite teams in the comments. Let us know before the season start. I don't need no backtracking. I know motherfuckers finna be down my throat about my Patriots. So I want it to be documented right now. Who your team is, who you going for, what's your record predictions, your Super Bowl predict. I ain't gonna say Super Bowl. We gonna wait for the season to start for me to go that far. But let me know who your favorite team is, man.
I see Tom Brady get another ring.
I ain't Tom Brady not getting another ring this year. It's not happening.
I see Tom Brady get another ring.
That's the GOAT. We love you, Tommy. You did a lot for the organization.
I see Tom
You
Brady
did your thing last year, but it ain't happening.
I see Tom Brady
Not happening.
getting another ring.
Not happening. I believe. I'm starting to believe you're a Tom Brady fan. You ain't fucking with to pay you. After all these years,
we said it. We got one more year, kid. If you buzz
with me, find out. But after all these years, you've been a Tom Brady fan, not a Patriots fan. After all these years,
team, man. Belichick does great things, man. I'm a fan of greatness.
I'm a fan of
greatness.
Y'all hear me, people? Different.
Don't.
I'm peeping at you, people different.
No way.
I pay my dues. You keep the different.
Nah.
Yeah.
You can have the change, brother. You had to change, man. This was on me. But listen, and no, I'm a Patriots fan still. You feel me?
I don't know, man.
I hope we get it back together so we can get back on our tyrant type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be a while for that,
huh?
It's gonna be a minute before that. We
gotta just find the right placements, product placements.
Before we get back to what we was and where we was, it's gonna be a good. This is gonna be a good journey.
We're gonna see how it goes.
We ain't far off, but we're
not.
We obviously ain't there. We clearly
those
not
just
there.
Issues. You feel me? That needed to be ironed out. Now niggas got this shit
I'm
together.
not even gonna say ironed out because last year we was one of the top. We was one of the teams most handicapped by COVID. Like we had a lot of half our starting players opt out because of the COVID. So we was at a disadvantage last year.
Yeah.
I feel like shit gonna be different this year.
Right.
But we ain't gonna be where we supposed to be and where we used to be at. That's all I'm saying. But I am when we get off, I am gonna hit up. Motherfucker be like, people be like, it's the preseason, it's the best. Shit don't mean nothing. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. All that shit you be talking, fucking y'all ass up right now, Eagle fans. Shout out to Philly, but y'all getting y'all ass kicked right now.
Yeah, I gotta bother that.
We in Miami, but y'all getting y'all ass kicked right now. How you stand Miami? You ain't a Dolphin fan? Cause I'm a Patriot fan.
Listen, nigga like the Dolphin colors, man. I like it.
I like their colors. I just wish they did better. I wish they cared more.
I fuck with the energy. I fuck with the the stadium. It's nice.
My thing with
nice decor.
I would say Arizona. My thing with the Miami Dolphins is they organization, not the player, but their organization just seem to not care enough.
I don't know, bro.
Either they don't care enough or they just don't know what the hell they doing for real. As
far as who they picking up and where they putting people?
Yeah. It's like they replay the same shit every year. It's like they have the same shit every year. They get rid of something and then just like replace it. They don't build on shit. They be ready to get rid of shit so fast. A lot of shit that they pick up, they be needing to keep, and they just be in and out. Pick up another one. I get some of these players be expendable, but you gotta keep them and then bring somebody else. But they don't be doing that shit. But we'll see. I always let them show me what they gonna do. So I'm gonna get them.
I don't even think it would be possible, but Miami Dolphins versus Tampa Bay at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what the hell? Now you going too far. You doing too much. I get you think Brady going back to the Super Bowl, but to throw the Dolphins there, now you doing too much. Stop smoking.
I'm messing with you.
Nah, man, you a tripping. We can't say that type of shit. They gonna flag us. He
gonna take one more ring and then he gonna walk out.
Brady's not winning.
He gonna take one more ring and he gonna walk out.
Nah.
They gonna get it done this year.
Nah.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, man. Like I was saying, let us know y'all favorite teams, y'all favorite football team, what y'all predict, and who y'all think finna do what this season, man. And that's the end of our episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know how it go, man. Y'all might have liked what we said. Y'all might not like what we said. But remember, It's just conversation.
Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back, wanna know my location like a Uber app. Wanna get high with my niggas while we talk paper. Roll it in the guava leaf for the raw paper. Eyes low, bloodshot red, so you know the deal. Smoking all the roaches, call it overkill. Roll up, get high, then roll up again. I was stuck, I got sober, now I'm stuck again. You better hold your